If you've spent any time in the library talking to me about books, you already know that My Friend Dahmer is my favorite graphic novel. It is creepy, but it also reminds us that everyone is fighting a battle. Sometimes that battle leads people to do terrible things. In Mr. Jones's case, coming up with absolutely terrible jokes. At the extreme, though, those battles lead some to become serial killers. They're the focus of my library picks this week, and I can't think of a better way to start the new year. From David Grann, the author of The Lost City of Z, one of the best books I read last year is Killers of the Flower Moon. This narrative nonfiction book tells the story of a series of murders orchestrated by one man and his followers. Their motivation was greed, and their targets were the Osage Indians in Oklahoma, who were rich because of oil drilling rights to their territory. This excellent story explains the experience of the Osage, as well as the formation of what became the FBI, led by J. Edgar Hoover. You won't feel like you're reading nonfiction when you pick up this book. Two other narrative nonfiction titles about historic serial killers you'll want to read are The Devil in the White City by Eric Larson and The Midnight Assassin by Skip Hollandsworth. The Devil in the White City is one of the most popular nonfiction books in the library. It tells the story of a serial killer at the Chicago World's Fair in 1893. Several years before that, America's first known serial killer struck Austin, Texas in the 1880s. The Midnight Assassin tells his story and asks the question, was Austin's killer Jack the Ripper before he went to England? I loved both of these books. One of the country's most famous serial killers, Charles Manson, died recently. I enjoyed Jeff Gwynn's biography of Manson, aptly titled Manson. Gwynn does a masterful job describing the 1960s and the culture that helped Manson establish his cult of followers. The library also has Gwynn's newest book, The Road to Jonestown, which I read over the summer. This one describes the cult of Jim Jones, who orchestrated a mass murder-suicide in 1978. If you're interested in learning more about present-day cults, pick up Leah Remini's memoir, Troublemaker, which chronicles her experience with Scientology, which many consider one of today's largest cults. Over Christmas break, I tried to read Female Serial Killers, a book that examines the reasons women kill. Most serial killers are men, but women account for about 16% of serial killers. While I like psychological thrillers and reading about serial killers, this book hit a little close to home and freaked me out. I had to stop reading, knowing I would never go to sleep otherwise. If you like this topic or want to learn more about Manson's followers, you'll like this book. Women are monstrous, obviously. Stop by the library this week to check out one of these titles, or you can find My Friend Dahmer, Killers of the Flower Moon, Manson, and The Road to Jonestown in our new ebook collection. For instructions, come see us. We've added many popular titles that you can check out and read straight from your device. Happy reading, Trinity!